Hola a todos, mi nombre es Silvana, soy una intérprete de español. Si alguien necesita servicios, estamos en la mesa de ahí atrás. Muchas gracias. I'm a Spanish interpreter. We have services. If anybody needs an interpretation device, we're located in the back. Thank you.
Bonsoir tout le monde, non pas M. Keren, et si nous avons besoin d'interprétation créole haïtienne, nous avons joindre sur table et puis nous avons nos équipements. Merci.
Great. Thank you all so much for joining us on this glorious day for our reopening of the Mattahunt Woods Urban Wild. Before this restoration, as you can see from the pictures behind me, this really was not a place where people were welcome. It was overgrown. It was used as a dumping ground. We did not have adequate drainage. This is really a forgotten green space that had been, in a period of decline for many, many decades. So it is very exciting to be here at this moment as we enter sort of the peak fall season to reopen this phenomenal asset to Mattapan and the city overall. Since launching a capital investment project in 2023, the team has been hard at work restoring the Mattahunt Woods into a publicly accessible open space that benefits the Mattapan community and all the surrounding areas. This is one of 29 formal urban wilds in the city of Boston, covering 176 acres. And we oftentimes talk about the formal park system, which is phenomenal, 2,200 acres over 300 parks. But these urban wilds are really, really important respites for nature, for a different type of recreation and access, for a different type of people enjoying nature and getting recharged. And they are equally important. And under, so we've ripped the before out, and this will be how it is forever. And we've really spent a lot of time under Mayor Wu's leadership to really define, a lot of time under Mayor Wu's leadership to really bring a formal program to urban wilds so that hopefully this is the beginning of a program of rolling out, both adding more urban wilds to our inventory that the Conservation Commission provides stewardship on and making sure that they are held in an accessible way for communities to be able to utilize. So these city-owned spaces provide fantastic recreation and outdoor education opportunities for our community, as well as crucial space for native wildlife and to support biodiversity. They also make Mattapan, in particular, more resilient against climate change by helping protect our community from air pollution, from urban heat, and from stormwater. Our cabinet is working tirelessly to make Boston the most climate resilient it possibly can be, and using projects like Mattahunt Woods as a critical part of this strategy to make Boston a great place for everybody, for current generations and future generations. This was truly a partnership project, so I just want to give a shout out in particular to the Environment Department, the Office of Climate Resilience, the Conservation Commission in particular is a long-term steward within the Environment Department, the Department of Parks and Rec, the Office of Green Infrastructure, and Power Corps. And you'll hear in a few minutes how critical it was to use this not only as an asset to restore, but an asset to train our future green leaders in the city of Boston. This initiative was the first capital construction project in the city to use Power Corps, which is a 10-month green job training program, training and development program, really empowering that next generation of the green workforce for Boston and to have career pathways for Boston residents. This program actually will continue to use Mattahunt Woods as a training ground because while this was a big capital program, urban wilds do take maintenance, and we're excited with that partnership with Power Corps to continue to use this as a place to train future participants in that program. And then lastly, I want to thank all of you. This was really a community engagement partnership. Many of you were part of the planning process, the visioning process, the cleanups that we had here, to get us to this point. And it's just great to see the community so invested in returning this urban wild to a place of phenomenal, access and respite for neighbors and the broader community alike. So with that, projects like this don't happen without a true champion at the top, and we are so pleased to have that in Mayor Wu. It's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Michelle Wu.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to our incredible Chief Climate Officer and to his entire team. Thank you to this amazing lineup of partners from our neighborhood and civic organizations, from elected office at the city and state level, and from throughout city government to make sure that we could get this done. So I have not yet gotten to walk through. It looks beautiful, and I've been hearing all about it, but I can't wait to zoom through our speaking program so that I can actually see and feel and absorb what you can only get when you're surrounded by trees and green. Even in the heart of the city, we need to make sure that everybody has access to spaces just to be in the earth and in the world. So these are such precious, precious places in our city, and it takes a whole lot of stewardship coming together to not just make sure that they can stay and that they don't, one generation after another. It takes active effort to keep our parks, even as we're having hard conversations about where we need more housing or where we need more resources or something to be developed up. We have the open spaces that we have because generations of Bostonians before made the decision to gift it back down to us over time. However, as this community knows, it is not enough just to have the space there if you can't access it, if there's no pathways, if it doesn't feel maintained and kept up and valued. And so most of all, I'm really grateful to all those who put in a whole lot of hard work over the last 18 months to get us to this place where we can not just have it, but enjoy it as well. So I want to see who's here with us. Give a shout if you are a neighbor in this area. Okay, so we got a lot of locals. Thank you for having us here today. Give a shout if you are part of Power Corps. And some overlap there too. Give a shout if you work for the city of Boston and had a hand in this. All right. If you are a fan of open space in the city of Boston, give a shout. And if you are signing up from here today on to be an active participant in making sure that we keep up the maintenance here and that you will let us know what more you need, give a shout if you're going to keep holding us accountable to protecting this space. So thank you to all those who planned and then rolled up their sleeves and made it happen. Our Environment Cabinet, our Parks Department, our Urban Wilds Program, Community Engagement, Power Corps, and of course to the Greater Mattapan Neighborhood Council and all of our residents who have been part of this from way before our administration has been here. For all those who had been showing up to collect the trash, to clear the dead trees, to plant new vegetation, and to pour the love of this community into creating a beautiful pocket of nature right here in Mattapan. Thank you for ensuring that we would have a beautiful space to work with. It was almost 20 years ago that the city of Boston permanently protected this space as an urban wild for Boston. And that was a good first step, but it took a lot more to make it worth wandering through. The space that we will be able to enjoy speaks for itself. And these woods are proof that living in a city doesn't have to mean living separate from nature. If we want our city to last, if we want our grandkids to continue to have a livable, healthy, beautiful community, we have to put in a lot more work to make sure that every community across Boston has access to spaces like these. The woods aren't just beautiful, they're necessary. They're one of the best protections that we have from some of the greatest challenges that we face. Extreme heat, air pollution, flooding. Whenever we talk about all the new technology that's being invented and all of the science and engineering and techniques that are being put into place, turns out that the best technology of all to fight climate change is a tree. And so the trees that we have are so precious, and we especially need to make sure we are protecting and maintaining and then adding new ones. Being a home for everyone means being able to feel at home everywhere in our city, in every neighborhood. And as much as I love City Hall, I think it's a beautiful building, no matter what anyone else thinks. As much as the concrete has grown on me, it is the green spaces that truly make your heart sing and bring our city to life. So thank you to everyone who made this space possible. There are a lot of elected officials who supported and championed this and who made it possible through the funding on the city side, the encouragement, the advocacy. So I want to recognize them and offer them a brief chance to say hello because this is such an important moment. So we have our City Council President, Madam President Ritzy Lujan, City Councilor at Large Henry Santana, District Councilor Enrique Pepin, your State Senator Liz Miranda, and State Representative Brandy Fluker-Reed. So let's start with Madam President and go down the line.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone. Want to thank you, Mayor, for your dedication to making this happen. Want to thank this entire team of electeds, and I want to thank all of you. Mattapan deserves nice things here in this neighborhood. I grew up in Mattapan, and I know that my parents lived for the green space as a place for me and my sisters to be able to get out all of our energy. We deserve urban wilds in all parts of our neighborhood, and so I want to give a big shout out to the parks team. I want to give a big shout out to all the Mattapan residents who work together to make this happen, and continue to make sure that we in the city are investing in Mattapan just in the same way that we are investing in all of our neighborhoods. So thank you. This is a beautiful day, and I can't wait to see so many of my neighbors out here enjoying the urban wilds. I am going to pass it off to my colleague, Councilor Henry Santana.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just an honor to be here with you all in community. It's just an amazing day, and this is just an amazing project for our community, for Mattapan. Shout out to Power Corps. Just love seeing you all here. Love seeing our young people, our black and brown residents, doing the work, and just love being able to see this investment that so many of our community members are going to benefit from. It's not just something that we want, but it's something that we need. So just looking forward to hanging out here with many of you here. So thank you, and I'm going to introduce your district councilor, Councilor Pepin.
Good afternoon, Mattapan. Good afternoon. I am very, very thankful that we are doing this beautiful ribbon cutting today here in my district. I want to say thank you to the mayor, to my colleagues, to the residents for always stepping up for Mattapan, because we all know what Mattapan means. Mattapan means a good place to be. And today we are adding yet another reason why that name holds strong, because we are showing the world and the city of Boston what beautiful open space we have right here in Mattapan. I know that my team, Eddie and Gabe, they were out here cleaning these woods right over here with Power Corps and the Environment Cabinet. So I'm just very thankful. I'm very proud that we are yet putting open space at our forefront here in the city of Boston. So thank you so much for everyone that had a part of this. I'm now going to introduce your state senator, Liz Miranda.
Boa tarde, buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everybody. We all know that nature is also medicine. Right? Everyone deserves safe, healthy places, not only to live, but to enjoy with our families, with our pets. And I'm just super proud to work with these group of elected officials behind me, because nothing is done in our city or in our state without teamwork. And I'm super excited about Vo and the team at Power Corps, because every time at the state level when we're talking about climate jobs or green jobs, oftentimes they're telling us they can't find enough people. They can't find enough people in our communities. They can't find enough black and brown people. And you guys are showing proof that given an opportunity to direct your lives, you can contribute greatly. And so I'm looking forward to enjoying this urban wild and making sure that other parts of the district also get the opportunity to be in a safe, healthy, beautiful community that is clean. So thank you all so much. And I'm going to pass it on to my sister in service, Brandy Fluker-Reed, Representative.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, we're going to do a little better than that. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. For those who don't know me, my name is Brandy Fluker-Reed. I'm the state rep, a Mattapan native, still live here today, represent this part of Mattapan, Dorchester, Hyde Park, and the town of Milton. I am so excited to be here today because I used to play in these woods. My high school best friend lived right on Itasca Street. Rest in peace, Miss Margaret Ann Cook. And we would just have a time in these woods because there was really nothing else to do. I was the era of be home by the street light comes on, so like we were outside until the street light came on. And I know that in Mattapan, we truly are a community that shows up for one another and speaks up for one another. And I think I would just be remiss if I didn't call some folks' name into this space who truly, truly made this happen. So, of course, I want to thank Miss Edna for all her leadership of the Colorado Street Civic Association, especially after Miss Kincaid transitioned. And I think anything related to this neck of the woods, we know that Miss Kincaid, Annie Kincaid, has been advocating for it. So I want to honor her and lift her up into this space as well. Also, I'm just so excited that we have our Power Corps here. As the Senator mentioned, we are always fighting for more green jobs and for jobs that are for our black and brown economic development. and y'all make it happen. So thank you for your leadership and for the training ground that y'all have provided to our youth on today. And last but not least, I want to thank our mayor for her leadership and investment. I am a firm believer that we need recreational space. I fought along the Neponset River, so the whole part of my district has access to that river. Now we have access to these woods, and I hope that as community we'll do our part to take care of it. And if we see somebody cutting up, not doing right, littering in these parts, that we'll also hold them account, because too many people worked hard, too much investment went into this for us to not keep it as beautiful as it is today. And on that, I'll pass that along to Mayor Wu.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. My name is Kathy Baker Eclipse. I'm the interim commissioner for Boston Parks, and I'm thrilled to be here today to celebrate Mattahunt Woods. This site represents Boston's Urban Wilds program, what it's all about: protecting natural landscapes in every neighborhood, restoring ecological health, and ensuring these spaces are open and welcoming to all residents. Across our city, our Urban Wilds team stewards nearly 30 sites, about 176 acres, that provide both critical habitat and opportunities for quiet recreation and environmental learning. Mattahunt Woods has been a collaboration between the Environment Department, Parks and Recreation, the Boston Conservation Commission, and the Mattapan community. Over these past 3 years, we've transformed nearly 9 acres of forest and wetlands that once held debris and invasive plants into a healthy, accessible green space. Through an $850,000 city capital investment, crews and Power Corps removed tons of trash, treated invasive species, repaired sewer lines, and planted native vegetation. We've added new entrances, bike racks, benches, and wayfinding signage in English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole. The new boardwalk and trail network meet national accessibility standards, ensuring everyone can experience this landscape safely and comfortably. As Chief Sweat previously mentioned, this project is also about building climate resilience. The new bioswales, permeable pavers, and culverts help manage stormwater and reduce flooding, while the expanded tree canopy and protected wetlands keep the neighborhood cooler, filter runoff, and support native wildlife. Equally important, this work builds stronger connections between people and place. Construction is underway on a new trail linking the Mattahunt Woods directly to the Mattahunt Elementary School and Community Center, a bridge between environmental restoration and youth engagement that will be completed in early 2026. I want to thank our partners, the Greater Mattapan Neighborhood Council, Power Corps Boston, Parterre Ecological, Haven Contracting, Crowley Cottrell Landscape Architects, and all the residents whose input made this project possible. Together, we've turned what was once a neglected land into a living classroom and a cornerstone of Mattapan's green network. I hope everyone here continues to visit, explore, and care for this urban wild for years to come. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Fatima Ali Salam from the Greater Mattapan neighborhood. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fatima Ali Salam. I'm the chair for the Greater Mattapan Neighborhood Council. And this space was dedicated, I think, the residents back in December of 2018 late. They gave a resounding yes, 100% ballot vote to having this area remain as a conservation area instead of being turned over into other uses. With that came further work that required collaboration between residents who live nearby on this street, Colorado, Itasca, Kennebec, Alabama, etc., in order to bring the space into a place that was relaxing. I grew up a few streets over, and it was a place that we would come and run up here. There was no paths. In fact, it was a sense of pride if you could cut through the woods and came up with a few scratches. But it was always beautiful. When I grew up, there wasn't much plastic as there is now, but we're glad that the plastic, as others have stated, is there no more. It's not only an asset to our community, but it is a living example of environmental stewardship. And as others have stated, that as we face the challenges of climate change and urban development, we want to make sure that we're playing our role in preventing the destruction of whatever we have left. Looking ahead, Mattahunt Woods will be a place for everyone. We envision community programs, outdoor activities, and educational opportunities for the children at the nearby Mattahunt schools and the children who live in Mattapan. As we celebrate today, let us remember that the achievement is a result of dedication, collaboration, and shared vision. And we want to make sure that we pledge care for the space and ensure it remains accessible, welcoming, and vibrant for years to come. In closing, I'd like to thank everyone who's made Mattahunt Woods a reality, from the city officials and local organizations to the residents who advocated for this project. Together, we're building a stronger, healthier, and more connected Mattapan. Let's continue to cherish and protect our community's green spaces for ourselves and our future generations. Thank you.
How's everybody doing? Good afternoon. I'm Dave Jefferson. I'm the Executive Director, Power Corps Boston. We're a workforce development training program. We have a green industry focus. One of the tracks we do is building operations, which is making sure commercial-sized buildings are using energy efficiently and reducing their greenhouse gas emissions. The other track that we have is urban forestry / urban greening, is dealing with stormwater runoff, and in particular, the care of Boston's trees, making sure we got a healthy canopy in the inner city. Want to give a shout out to a few folks. So many people were involved with making this happen. In particular, our mayor and her fearless leadership, making our city a Green New Deal city. Elected officials, in particular city council, who helped approve the funding that got Power Corps started. And both the state folks here as well. I met Brandy through a phone call. She called me while she was running for her campaign, and she had a really solid presentation, and she got my vote. Liz has been a champion in the community for years, and thank you, Liz, for your continued support. And Pep and Mattapan, so thank you, man, thank you. This is a gift to the community. It's really special. Power Corps had a part in doing this, but I'd be remiss without mentioning our training partner in this project, which was Parterre. Amazing partnership. Shout out to the folks from Parterre. Gotta give it up to them. Really important partnership. So they were really instrumental in making sure the young folks on our team knew what they were doing and were able to add value to the work that Parterre was doing. So have to make sure we shout them out. This partnership and some of what we've done would not have been able to been completed without having that partnership in place. I live in Mattapan, Dorchester guy, so I want to put that out there first and foremost. But yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to checking the assessment of my property value now that this is completed. So I want to give a really big shout out to the whole community for coming out. I did not anticipate this many people coming here, so I'm really impressed. And as mentioned before, I hope that we can do our part collectively to make sure that this space stays welcoming, stays upkept, and it's truly a gift to the community, and I'm looking forward to being a part of the tour to let you guys see what we were able to collectively do. Thanks again.
And I'm gonna give it to you.
All right, hi everybody. My name is Kat McCandless, and I have had the great pleasure of being the project manager for the Mattahunt Woods Urban Wild Restoration Project. Thank you. So on behalf of the entire project team, we are so happy to be here with you all today to celebrate the official reopening of Mattahunt Woods to the Mattapan community. So thank you to Mayor Wu and to all these elected officials and to all of you for being here with us today. This project is the direct result of partnership across many of City of Boston departments and between the city and the Mattapan community to create a space that serves people, nature, and wildlife. There are so many people who deserve unlimited gratitude for their dedication to make this amazing project possible, so I want to call out some individuals. But first, thank you so much to the Mattapan community, especially neighbors of Mattahunt Woods Urban Wild who have been dealing with us being here doing construction for the last year and a half. To the Colorado Street Neighborhood Association for all the feedback you've given, to Fatima Ali Salam of the Greater Mattapan Neighborhood Council, staff from the Boston Nature Center, and students and parents of the Mattahunt Elementary School for believing in and advocating for a better future for this space. We're so grateful to everyone who gave their valuable time to join us at community events and whose feedback really steered this project to what we are standing in front of today. I want to thank a lot of the project team members. So first, thank you to the Conservation Commission, including current staff, Elena Itamari, Dee Dee Hernandez, and Alice Brown, including, yes, please. Past Conservation Commission staff, Kate Otheimer and Nick Marino, and the Conservation Commissioners who own and protect Mattahunt Woods and have been instrumental in guiding this project. Thank you to Paul Sutton and Nick Long from the Parks Department's Urban Wilds program for leading this project with me and for everything that you do to steward and enhance the many urban wilds across our city. Thank you to our incredible design team from Crowley Cottrell Landscape Architecture, including JP Charbonneau, Anna Curtis Heald, and Michelle Crowley for helping us envision what this place could become, as well as our two construction crews from Parterre Ecological and Haven Contracting, specifically Ryan Corrigan, Cole Harris, Mike Douglas, Connor Crowley, and EJ Sullivan for doing the actual work to transform Mattahunt Woods into what it is today. Thank you to the many Power Corps participants for your contribution to the project's construction and enduring those summer mosquitoes, and to Dave Jefferson, Taylor Powers, and Richard Sheriff for working with the project team to foster this unique partnership that is setting a new precedent for future capital projects. Thank you to the Office of Green Infrastructure, including former Director Kate England, who's here with us today, and Interim Director Rachel Luna for helping us design all the stormwater improvements and for facilitating the training and construction partnership with Power Corps and Parterre. And last, thank you to Michelle Martinat from Boston Public Schools and staff across many other departments who are here tabling with us today, including from the Planning Department, the Office of Neighborhood Services, and the Boston Water and Sewer Commission, and more. It's really been an all hands on deck effort. And as many of my fellow speakers have shared, there's much more to come. Mattahunt Woods will continue to be a legacy project for Power Corps moving forward so that future participants can learn and practice through additional improvement projects and ongoing maintenance support. We're also working with residents to establish a new community stewardship group called the Friends of Mattahunt Woods. And last, we did recently launch a new trail construction project to connect the Mattahunt Woods, the Mattahunt Elementary School, and the Mattahunt Community Center, which should be completed early next year. So we hope you all will enjoy the beauty of this space moving forward, and we are thrilled to welcome you into the newly restored Mattahunt Woods Urban Wild. Thank you.
All right, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay!